So Mitch, you want to talk a little bit about some of the things that we started adding then?
Yeah, I mean, I joined in 2024 as what started as an internship, and that introduced me to the development side of Database Health Monitor. And from the beginning, and this is kind of framed as what you've done since you started development in 2011, is from the beginning, it's what is a problem that we run into with clients or in different areas with SQL Server, and how can we make that easier to surface with Database Health Monitor? So whether it was one of the team members saying, hey, it would be really handy to have this solution in Database Health Monitor, or something that I ran into personally, and I was like, this would be great to have a Database Health Monitor. That's been the framework for building this program and evolving its future.
Yeah, some good points. So a couple more things I'd like to add on that too is that, I mean, the thing I didn't cover in here was in 2015 was when I started Stedman Solutions. And then Derek was the first team member that came on at that point. And Derek and I were doing a whole lot of consulting hours and projects for people back then. And every time there was something that was painful or difficult to do, Derek would bring it to me and we'd figure out, well, how can we add that into Database Health Monitor to catch it or to make it faster or to prevent it from happening again and all those kind of things. And a lot of the features evolved out of that. And then Mitchell and George, you both got involved. And yeah, every time we work with clients, like you said, and we find something that's we want to add or catch, it's usually from some experience we're having with that client.
Right. Yeah. I think one of the first things that we talked about was the health summary that you started building in the SSRS reports. And that's evolved. We still use that in function today in the quick scan report in Database Health Monitor. And that was one of the first projects that I ever started taking part in, was building new quick scan report checks. Looking back at our release notes back in 2024.
Yeah, we've got well over 200 different checks in the quick scan report now.
Yeah, and I would say, like, when we first came on as developers, it was kind of, I would say it was kind of slow as we were getting used to how you had coded it and all that. And we really took off when you started putting us on the managed service clients, and we started experiencing all the problems ourselves. And we could actually, like, we had experience developing in Database Health Monitor, but we had no real, like, practical knowledge on any of that stuff. I mean, we had a little bit from college, but, like, seeing the stuff firsthand and being like, oh, well, instead of trying to find a query to go do this, we could just add it as a button. We could just add it as an instance report, and then it's just instant results in front of a client, which is just priceless.
I think there's a big difference in, like, when I first started, Steve, it was like, hey, I really want to do this. And it made sense conceptually. Like, let's take like high VLFs as an example. It made sense conceptually as far as why having too many VLFs is not a good thing and why we should report on that in the quick scan. But it wasn't until I ran into it and I saw it on a client's computer where I was like, oh, there's like 500 VLFs here and I need to restore this. Even just a test restore, it took 5 or 10 times as long to restore that file to a new database or to a new server. So, like George said, getting on the managed service side and getting exposure to real world problems makes the development mean so much more on our side.
Yeah, and what's interesting on that as well, Mitch, I mean, I've been dealing with VLFs for 20 years now and trying to fix them and straighten them out for clients over the years. And it was always some custom script that I ran to fix it. And I know that was one of the projects you worked on. I assigned it to you, and maybe you hadn't had the experience in actually dealing with it there. But yeah, now that you've been thrown in to the managed service clients, you do, and it helps a lot. So even though I was getting a lot of value out of that report when you did it, before you joined in on the managed service clients, it was good stuff. So
I think all that to say, it's not like these reports are just pulled out of thin air. It's these reports are generated because of real world problems, things that we need to fix. And so if you have a SQL Server, there's a good chance you're going to run across these issues.
Thanks for watching. I'm Steve, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, please click the thumbs up icon. And if you want to subscribe, click subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notified when we have new videos. All right, have a great day.